Hello again, Guardians, it's Cortanium, and today we're glitching right out of the Cosmodrome on Earth in Destiny 2. And so the first thing you want to actually have for this glitch to actually work at all is a risk/reward quest in the bottom left of your EDZ map. And this quest is it's for the Riskrunner exotic and for its catalyst. And so this quest is only accessible after you actually get the Rat King, and so if you don't have this quest, go get the Rat King, go complete the Rat King quest, and they should give you this quest right away, and you can go and glitch out of the Cosmodrome like we're doing right now. And so the first thing you want to do is just load into the Cosmodrome, and let's just, enjoy nostalgia, all that. You haven't been here in a couple of years, have you, Guardian? But that's all good and done. Let's just head over and do our glitch, and let's get right back outside of the map like we were doing back in Destiny 1. And so all the way up there, all that stuff is actually pretty much open. That's where we can glitch out of the map. The back right, that's where we actually want to go. I mean, you guys can go to the top left, but that's really only going to be for hunters with Blade Barrage, because Blade Barrage makes it a whole lot easier to bypass the barrier here on the top left. And one thing to note about the barrier here is actually that it's a lot stronger on the left side, and I can't just say that, I can actually show you how much stronger it is. You can just do like a little comparison test. Just jump up right here, you see the barrier pushes you down almost immediately. On the very right side of this structure here, we actually have no barrier, or little to no barrier, blocking us from getting on top of this thing and getting right outside of the map. And so pretty much right here, that whole stand is where we actually want to go. And so you can get to that multiple ways. You can jump on this tree to my left and jump, up on top, and then you can parkour your way over there. But the way I prefer is probably just, come over to the right side here. And you're going to just have to kind of blind jump this one through a bunch of trees and just manage to make it, on this little weird platform and just jump up. That's all you have to do is for the next part. You just jump up against barrier. Hopefully your class has enough, propellation or whatever to actually make it past that barrier, just jump up again. I'm sure Warlocks and Titans can do it. I don't have a Warlock or Titan with the risk reward quest right now to test it out on, but I'm sure you guys can do it. Go try it out. And so we're now outside of the Cosmodrome map. You see all of that stuff, and Bungie has actually blocked off this tunnel, if you just noticed, so we can't do the old Destiny 1 trick where we used to go inside this tunnel and scare our friends right there. But oh well. We can also just hop inside, and we can actually go and hit the load zone for this next part, for this entire ventilator area. We can go and hit the load zone for it, and so we can just run down here until there it is, the breached load zone, and we're outside of it. We are outside of the Cosmodrome now. There's a lot of new stuff actually that Bungie has added in since Destiny 1, and the first thing you probably noticed was the thing all the way over there in front of us. There is an entirely new area over there. That's probably for the Riskrunner quest. I actually haven't played through this quest at all, but I assume all of that stuff is just for the Riskrunner quest over there. And so you can actually get over there multiple ways. You can go, jump to the bottom there and run along this entire wall on the very left side, because there's a big death barrier on the right side, because that's supposed to be like the bottom of the map. And so that's really hard to do. The other way to do it is just to get on top of the entire structure and just run along the top, and that's the way I actually prefer, because we avoid a lot of death barrier. And so I'm just going to speed up the video here as we kind of run towards that area, because there is just a lot of stuff to go through. I don't want to strain your eyes too much, so I don't want to speed it up too much, but you can get the idea of what we're doing. We're just rounding this entire structure in the first place, and we are just continuing down the wall on the right side of this whole weird little walls on both sides kind of area. And so you just want to continue running forward and jumping and running forward until finally we actually get a lot closer to our destination and that weird little room out there, the Riskrunner. I believe it's the boss room for the Riskrunner, but I have no idea, and I don't know at all. But anyway, we're here now. We're outside of this weird little room over here. This is an addition since Destiny 1. I think it's kind of cool myself. I've never seen this type of ventilation shaft used before, where they just put a light at the bottom. I assume, I don't know, you jump down the entire shaft and you go and you fight your boss in this room and you get your Riskrunner. I think that's what it's for. If you guys, any of you guys know what it's for, you guys comment it down below. I have no idea right now, and I couldn't search it up. I couldn't find anything on it, but I'm just sure it's the end of the Riskrunner quest, honestly. And so I actually messed up a lot while filming, you know, a lot of this over here, because there's just so much sliding things and a lot of just misplaced stuff. And so I will cut the video in a couple of weird places while we're looking around over here, just because of how much I died over here. So I'm sorry if you are a little bit confused. I'll try to explain it as best as possible. You guys can look around a lot here, but again, I died over here, so I'm just going to cut to the other side. This is just the other side of the entire structure, and you can actually see that this is like the inside of it, and there's also a secret room or something on the left side here, which I think is actually pretty cool. This is the kind of stuff you're not actually supposed to be able to see from inside the map, but we see it from the outside. Now this secret room here, I don't actually think, you know, it can be accessed at all, because as you can see, the door on the right side of the secret room is kind of lower. It's halfway inside of the secret room, if you notice the door right here. And so I'm not even sure that this room is supposed to be accessed in the first place. All I know is that the room is there, and so that's a pretty cool find. Now if you continue on the right side and you just keep on going, you keep on running down the entire, you know, running section, you will eventually actually make it to a neat little inlet. Bungie does not actually put barrier or anything blocking us off from actually just jumping back inside the map if we go far enough down. And so you notice there's like a weird little effect right in front of me, a big plane. You've probably never seen this kind of thing in Destiny, but this is just a kind of vignette effect that they put in game to make it look like there's like some depth back there, make it look like everything is fading away and everything gets darker and darker. And of course it's not real, we just passed right through it. But you guys can get to the very end of the hallway here, and we can actually just jump back inside of the map. Wow, look at that. We can jump inside. Now watch out, I'm gonna jump over to the very left side here, because this floor is completely fake. So look down, don't fall for Bungie's tricks down here, because there's a bunch of fake floor below us. And so what you probably want to do, you want to pull out a huckleberry or something that ricochets off of objects, and you can check what's real and what's not. As you can see, none of that stuff is real except for a nice little baseboard on the right side there. And so that's what we're going to try to land on, so we don't fall all the way down. And so here we are. And yeah, look at this. We're just passing through all that fake stuff that we know is fake now. And you can always just jump down to the very, you know, bottom here. There's just like a big crevice at the bottom. I've never done this type of glitch before where they've had like a wide open area with just a big crevice, but hey, there's a first time for everything, and we're underneath the entire Cosmodrome hallway right now. Now unfortunately they still have death barriers down here, and so if you do follow along this far enough, you will hit a death barrier. I'm not sure why death barriers are so big in Destiny, but they just are. And so there is a death barrier on the top here, but if you continue on the bottom, we actually won't hit the death barrier for another couple feet. And so you guys can just hop on the bottom here and run forward, and there's actually going to be no death barrier. We can run pretty much a lot further, but then again, there is still another death barrier that we meet if we run too far forward. And so I mean, there's just a lot of death barrier, and plus once you get down here, have fun getting out, because you're not going to be able to. You're stuck at the bottom of the map now. I mean, that's pretty much it. You can hit the death barrier, you can enjoy yourself, you're outside of the map, you're outside of the Cosmodrome. Leave a comment below, you know, saying what thing you want me to glitch out of next. You know, leave a like if you want to. I don't know, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching, and you know, have fun being stuck down here, because you definitely are. If you if you're trying this glitch out, you're gonna be stuck down here, and so just have fun doing that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you then.